Hello and welcome to Odds on League and Matchday 6. We had the first time that PSG dropped points in Matchday 5 against Reims, and we enjoyed Alain Lyon 𝗵𝗵𝗃 Marseille.
Yes, a crazy game like the Olympico, what is called Olympique Marseille, Olympique Lyon. And we understand Olympique Marseille is the funniest team in Ligue 1 this season. Every game we saw goals, we saw an offensive mentality. And I think this Sunday in Strasbourg, we will be see a game really similar than we see in Lyon last Sunday.
Hopefully we see plenty of goals again this weekend. So guys, remember to leave your comments, press the like, show some support to Alain Valnegri. And now let's go on with the show. Next week, we have plenty of European football, so some games are going to be played on Friday. Brest and PSG playing on Friday because they are playing Champions League. First game is Auxerre Brest. Finally, Brest with back-to-back wins. Alain, they beat Toulouse after their good debut in the Champions League. If you want to back them again against Auxerre, the odds are very good, 2.6, 2.5.
Yes, it's strange because Auxerre is in a bad moment. Last 4 games, they doesn't catch 1 point. And they play in Le Havre, Nantes, and Montpellier is team who is fighting against relegation or for the middle of the classification. After Monaco is Monaco. But the another 3 games make us understand Auxerre is in a trouble. Something is not running really well between 𝗵𝗵𝗄 and 𝐜𝐨𝐧𝐧𝐞𝐜. We saw when we understand that in Montpellier, 3 goals in 15 minutes in the second half. Maybe it can be the last game of 𝗵𝗵𝗄, because if he lose this game, 5 defeat in a row, normally the manager doesn't resist to that. Brest start finally his season. Brest is in a good moment. I think the victory against Sturm Graz made a really good things, especially in the brain of the player. And we against Toulouse we saw a confirmation. With that things, I think Brest is really favorite to this game, but we doesn't will be risk so much. We choose Brest winning 𝐋𝐞𝐿 odds 1.AC3, and it's really high because I don't see Auxerre winning this game.
And another good game on Friday is PSG Rennes. First point, Luis Enrique's men draw points in Ligue 1. The draw against Reims. Rennes, on the other hand, conceded a very late goal against Lens in that draw away. As usually, they suffer 2 games, 2 defeats.
Rennes is always the same question. Rennes, when they played away, he's another team. He's another team. They lose the aggressivity. They lose the control, the domination of the game. And in Paris, it will be the same. But in spite of that, in the last 3 seasons, Rennes catch good results in Paris. They win 1 time, then draw another time, and the last season they lose only 1-0. And PSG will be have moment when there will be suffer the quality in offensive phase of Rennes. I am sure, and Rennes is able to score against Paris Saint-Germain. Rennes is able to concede goal away, because every journey we saw the difficulties of Rennes away to defend results. For this game, I choose both team to score, because we have a lot of talent in the field, and PSG concede every game, Luis Enrique team, and the odds is 1.67.
Okay, 3 games on Saturday. Lens Nice. Nice scored 8 against Saint-Etienne the previous Friday, playing midweek games against Real Sociedad. Lens still undefeated, but with 3 consecutive draws.
Yes, but Lens, the beginning of the season is good in Ligue 1, but in Europe really bad because they go out against Panathinaikos, and that one is it was the first objective of Lens: stay in the Conference League and play in Europe for second time consecutive. The schedule of Lens was difficult. From the beginning of the season, they play against Rennes, they play against Lyon, they play against Monaco and Brest, and except Rennes is only European team, and that doesn't lose. That doesn't lose. That follow to be stronger at home. I think still enter really well in this vestiary. The draw in Monaco make us understand this team has a lot of moral quality, and we saw the week after in Rennes, able to draw the game when they lose 2 times consecutive in field really difficult, like we see in Rennes, especially the game was difficult to catch a result, but they do that. When they play at home is another team. I am really positive with Lens when they play at home. Like Nice away, I don't know what can be happen with Nice away. They play they lose in Auxerre, they win in Angers, but that is the test. That one is the test. They will be play against Real Sociedad in during the week, and that one I think can have an influence. For that reason, I choose Lens winning for this game odds 2.08.
Everyone wants to know your tips, Alain, receiving calls to know what is going to happen in this League and Matchday.
I'm so sorry.
Tell them to wait and to watch our YouTube video. Next game is Le Havre Lille. Lille also involved in European competitions, as we all know. They are playing against Real Madrid the following week, and they are in a bad streak. 5 winless games, only could draw with Strasbourg. It's never easy to go to Le Havre, and I don't like too much the odds for Lille 1.8, a team that we know struggle, especially when they travel.
Yes, we saw that in Sporting. We saw especially that in Saint-Etienne. In Saint-Etienne, I think that this day was the image about the level of Lille when they played away 17 shoot in not in the target, but 17, only 4 in the target, and they dominate the game more than 70% of the possession, but they'll be able to lose this game. That only in Le Havre, you can permit yourself that, because Le Havre is really dangerous in counter-attack. A lot of powder, they're really aggressive to attack the area, and my opinion, when do you prepare a game against Real Madrid, you have the brain about the game of Real Madrid. Go to Le Havre is difficult to have the mentality to go there to dominate the game. Le Havre at home is dangerous, Edu. It's dangerous because, especially in that type of game, for that reason, I choose the double opportunities. Le Havre lose this game odds 2.6. Sorry.
And on Saturday, Monaco, Montpellier. Monaco, great start of the season, 4 wins, 1 draw, even beating Barcelona in the Champions League. They are also playing Champions League, of course, the following week. In Zagreb, Montpellier, Alain, 15 goals conceded in this start of the season.
Yeah, the average is really hard. In spite of that, Montpellier is out of the 3 team in the relegation. That one is a miracle. But there will be fight against relegation till the end of the season. The summer was really bad in the transfer market with Montpellier, and we showed that in the field against Auxerre. Is a really important victory, but they suffer. They suffer a lot. Now play against Monaco. Monaco is the image of the balance, with the ball and without the ball. And maybe the only game we can say something or to be critical this season with Monaco is against Lens, when there wasn't be able to manage the results, and they received the goal during the extra time. In spite of that, from the beginning of the season, I choose goals for the games, and Montpellier, I will be follow that market. I choose over 3.5 goals, odds 2.06.
Let's see if we also see goals in Toulouse-Lyon after the crazy game we saw in Lyon against Olympique Marseille, losing 2-3 despite playing against 10 men. Lyon, Alain, they are playing midweek games in Europa League against Olympiacos, and it's never easy to go to Toulouse, usually a strong home team.
Yes, Toulouse doesn't win against Lyon at home since 2014, 10 years. Who is Toulouse is my question. Toulouse has lost that passion, that positivity. They lose important player into season. When you work with the data in the transfer market, you can have empty season. The question is, it will be this season the empty season. We will be see. I think Saturday we will be have another argument to understand the value about this Toulouse. Lyon start like the last season, except the game against Strasbourg. We saw some limit with the ball, without the ball, and with the mentality. But after, we must to recognize Lyon play against Stade Rennais, Monaco, Lens, and Marseille. It's difficult schedule. The season must to start in Toulouse for Lyon. In spite of that, in my opinion, Toulouse will be lose that game. I choose 1𝐋𝐞𝐿 odds 1.73.
Reims is our next game. Angers, bottom of the table, only 2 points, only team without a win so far in this league. And Reims coming from the draw against PSG. They are 6th right now with 8 points. If you want to back Reims, Alain, you have good odds, 2.3.
Yes, Reims changed the project. Elsner came. They catch good results against Marseille and Paris Saint-Germain. They won against Rennes at home. The first game they lose against Lille, but they play with 10 players, and that one affect the collective. In Angers now is a danger game, in my opinion, because maybe you go to Angers without the intense motivation and intense concentration to do a good game. Angers catch 2 very good draw, especially the draw in Strasbourg. I give you a lot of value because playing in Strasbourg is difficult. It was a delicate moment. There was losing in the first half, but this team show they have important psychological skills. They're fighter. They wanna fight. They wanna save the category. In spite of probably is the squad with less quality in Ligue 1. But when you have the mentality, you can change the things. Angers is in a row to draw, and I chose the draw for that game. Angers Reims draw odds 3.35.
Only 2 games more, Nantes, Saint-Etienne. Saint-Etienne, another one of these poor teams so far in Ligue 1, only 1 win, only 3 points, 8 goals conceded in the last game against Nice, 15 goals conceded in this start of Ligue 1. I'm playing against Nantes, one team that is really in form, 5th with 8 points and 1.8. Alain, if you are back in Nantes.
Not had a good schedules. We must recognize that, because from the beginning of the season, they played against Angers, Reims, Montpellier, Auxerre, and Toulouse. No European team. And that one is good because when we are fighting against relegation in the direct game, you must to catch point, not catch this point in that type of game. Now another gift game, because Saint-Etienne arrived really with a lot of problem. The 8-0 in Nice show a lot of limit about this team, technical and psychological team. Dall'Oglio is the right manager to save the category for 𝗲𝗲𝗿𝗀. Difficult. In France is always a special game. Not Saint-Etienne was the biggest game in the 70s, because both teams was fighting to win the championnat. Not really favorite. Really favorite. I choose the odds not winning because the odds are highest about between the difference between both teams. Odds 1.83 not winning against Saint-Etienne.
And the last game is Strasbourg, Marseille. You promised goals in the beginning of this video, Alain, in this game. Strasbourg, all games, both teams to score and plenty of goals. For instance, 3-3 against Lille, and with Olympique Marseille is almost the same, especially they score plenty of goals away, 11 so far.
Yes, the odds, the average is amazing. Away, 5 goals in the first game, 3 in Toulouse, 3 in Lyon. The project is, in my opinion, since Longoria is in the board, is the best squad he built, because in every line you have a really strong and make difference player. In the middle, Højbjerg, Greenwood entered really well in the planet of Ligue 1. Brassier in the defense, Rulli made the difference against Lyon. Their head bench, and especially one thing, Marseille doesn't play in Europe this season, and that one can have a big influence. Marseille must to go to the champions. Is the basic ambition. In Strasbourg, there will be found a really dynamic team, a really young team. A team can create a lot of problem, especially in transition. And for that reason, I choose a small surprise. I think Strasbourg can catch a draw. The draw are really high, and I choose that. It is my surprise of the week. Strasbourg 𝐻 odds 3.81.
Okay, high odds, always a bit risky, but it's good to try some draws in every weekend. Alain, your safe bet?
Strasbourg 𝐻 over 175 goals, odds 1.21.
ACCA?
Monaco Montpellier over 3.5 goals. Nantes Saint-Etienne not winning for a total 3.76.
Thank you, Alain Valnegri. Thank you very much. See you next week. Bye-bye.